Let's go over some quick tips on making the best espresso with your Breville Barista Express. So, the important things to note, starting with number one, I don't use this anymore. It works great, but because it's a single boiler, you really waste a lot of time doing one thing at a time. So I got what's called a Compresso, and so with the Compresso, all you got to do is, even for 1 cup, you just fill it up a little bit, and start it up. So by using the Compresso, all I do is I add milk and press the button and do that ahead of time before I actually start making my coffee. Get a knock box. They're inexpensive. This one's just plastic. It's awesome. Important settings that you need to have on your Breville Express. For me, I've set my grind amount to there, and it's been doing just about right. I also have my grind size set to 13, or just under 13, and that has been exceptionally good. So your pre-flight check, it's pretty simple. You make sure that you have plenty of beans in the hopper, and make sure that there's plenty of water in the water container. So typically coming up to the machine, it's probably already been used. You're going to need to clean the filter, and there's a procedure to that. Obviously you want to use your knock box if you have one. It's going to make a little bit of a mess. Another thing you need to do is, after removing the puck, you're going to need to take this and put some water in it to pre-warm it, but also what you're doing is cleaning this out up in here. So there's plenty of water to pre-warm it. We'll put this back up here for now, and then you'll go in and make sure this is cleaned out. There'll be a couple bits of grinds in here. You just really want to make sure that's clean. Make sure that you dry out your puck really well, like it needs to be bone dry on the inside, so that the grinds don't stick to the wet inside of the portafilter. With our pre-warmed puck, our machine all cleaned out, ready to go. We've got a cup already pre-warmed. Even have milk ready to go. We go ahead and put this in here, and after I push in to start the double shot, what you need to do is sit here and jiggle this the whole time. That's going to do two things. One, it's going to allow the beans in here to kind of take a little bit of vibration. Sometimes little pockets will end up happening in here, and there won't be not all the beans will go through. So by jiggling this, it puts vibration on the machine that helps this. It also, the vibration here is going to allow the beans to settle out, because they typically want to fill up in the back and like pile up. So there's also little pockets that it's going to resolve. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. So, and then of course, lastly, one of the most important things is how you do the tamp. So we've got it here, and everybody, you gotta flatten it. Just be real, quick and dirty as you can with it. Try not to make a mess. That's what I'm trying to do. And once you get it kind of flattened out, you want to give it a couple of good jiggles there. And what that does is get rid of any air pockets down underneath. And again, you want to make sure that it's as flat as you can. Okay, so then we're pretty much good to go. Some people like to do that. Most people I observe like to do this by hand. So I've been doing it by hand, and kind of go around like that to get the edges, and then just really kind of light to medium pressure, press down till it feels like it's solid and flat. No heavy, cranking on it. And there you go. And so there's a good tamp right there. Nothing serious, not trying to create art in the tamp and how perfect it is. Just get it done. And then lastly, we go in here, lock it in. We've got our cup that's pre-warmed and full of warm, if not hot, water from the machine. Dump it out. Rinse it off just a little bit. And then this is it. So, it's going to start off, I'm really looking for color and for richness. You can see the pressure range here is up in the higher end. Anywhere between like straight up and there is like perfect. And that was it. I also pre-programmed my machine to do a shorter shot. So it's slightly shorter than normal. That would have probably gone anywhere from just a few seconds to like up to about another 5 seconds of pull. But I don't want mine to overpull. I want a shorter shot. So that's it. And then go ahead and take this out. Take our espresso, which it's the holidays, so I use eggnog. It makes it very frothy. It's very hard to do any art here, so we'll do our best to just kind of, see, it's really frothy. It's more like a cappuccino. And that's that. And let me tell you, that right there tastes really good.